Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Welcome to ICE 205 lecture series, and this video is for number 4, where we will discuss on data management, on the sorting, filtering, and advanced filter. The data management is actually to extract a certain data from the raw data given to you. It is very useful actually in order for us to make a certain report so that the data will become meaningful, and also making the data more organized. Normally we use sort and filter. First of all, we look into the sorting first. Okay, let's say we want to sort a certain data. First of all, you need to highlight all the data needed to be sorted, including the columns and the rows. Even though the columns of the row is blank spaces, we need to highlight everything, because if you missed out a certain column or a certain row, then your data will be jumbled up. From the ribbon data tab, after you highlight the data to be sorted, then from the data tab, you click the sort icon and a pop-up small window will come out. In the small window, you have add level button, where this one you can click if you want to set another sorting criteria, and the delete level if you have more than one criteria, then you don't want that particular criteria to be set, then you can delete that level. And you have another a box that by default the my data has header box is ticked whenever these pop-up windows appear. When the you want to sort by column, when you tick the my data has header, so once you click the button arrow down at the sort by, you can have the choices of the header's name. For example, in the pictures shown, once you click the arrow down button, they will show an options whether you want to sort by staff ID or employee name or piece produced and so on. If you untick the my data has headers box, then your choices of sort by will be in terms of the name, not the name of headers, but the name of the column. For example, in the pictures it shows column A, column B, column C, and so on. And you can sort the data by the values of that particular column. For example, if you choose employee name, so the cell values means that the value of that particular column for the employee names is in alphabetical order. However, you can also sort on the cell color or even the font color if your data has the cell color or the font color. And you can choose the order of the sorting, whether ascending for employee name is in alphabetical, so it starts from A to Z for ascending, or descending from Z to A. So once you click OK, so your data has been sorted according to the employee name ascending order. So your employee name will start with A, then F, then H. Then this result will show like that. If you want to add another criteria for sorting, so you add level, click the button add level, and the another row to set will appear. Then the first level, probably you want to sort by pieces of basic pay, and the second level means that you want to sort by the employee name, both on the values and the order from A to Z, the ascending. Then the result will be shown as they will sort by piece of basic pay, means that B is first, P, the P is for the next. So you can see that the data has been sorted basic pay first, and then you can see that in basic pay, the employee name is sorted alphabetically on ascending order. So A, F, and H. And also you can see that the piece pay start the row 16. You can see also the employee name has been sorting alphabetical in ascending order. Okay, the second part of the video is to show how you want to filter the data. First of all, you need to highlight all the data to be filtered. And from the ribbon data tab, you click filter. Once you click filter, the columns of your data will be automatically being assigned a drop down arrow button. So let's say you want to sort on the whether the employee is given a basic pay or a piece pay. So you want to filter only the employee that given a piece pay. So to run the filtering, click the drop down arrow button at the column D, means that just beside the piece or basic pay. So the pop-up menu, pop-up video, sorry, will appear. So you can see the two options, the basic and piece. You need to deselect all by clicking the select all button. Then you can click the piece. After that, you click OK button. Then the Excel will sort only the employees that have been given the piece pay. You can highlight these particular results and copy them and paste them to a new worksheet or to Word document. You can also have an advanced filter, whereby the advanced filter will enable you to set more criteria for filtering. Okay. First of all, you need to copy and paste your data header to another location. However, it must be on the same active sheet. In the picture, I put the word piece, P-I-E-C-E, under the column of piece or basic pay because I would like to choose to filter employee that only be given a piece pay. Then you go to Ribbon Data tab, click Advanced, then the Advanced Filter pop-up window will appear as shown in the pictures. You have filtered the list in place, copy to another locations, then you have list range, criteria range, copy to unique records only, and the OK and cancel button. So you click up row button to choose the list range. So you need to specify which data you want to be filtered. So you highlight all the data and click the arrow again to go back to the pop-up window. To choose the criteria range, you need to highlight all the criteria range, including the two rows. Means that you need to include the header or the headers and also the row that contain the word piece, like as shown in the pictures. So you need to click the arrow again to go back to the original pop-up window. So then you have specified the list range, mean the data to be filtered, the criteria range using the two rows. Then you click the copy to another location. My advice, you should copy to another location because if you choose to filter the list in place, then the data will be fitted at the original data. So to be safe, better you copy to another location so that you can still have the original data on the same worksheet. So once you click choose copy to another locations, the copy to features will be enabled. Click the up arrow buttons to minimize the pop-up advanced filter, and you choose a suitable location. For example, I choose H12. Then you click the arrow button to go back to the original pop-up windows and click OK. Once you click OK, the data is filtered and the result will be shown from H12 to M31, and it displays only the employee that given the piece pay. The advanced filter enables you to filter in many ways. For example, you want to filter any employee that contains the letter N. So you just typed symbol asterisk and then type the letter N. So the result later on, you can see that all the employee that contains the letter N, the first name or the last name or the middle name, whichever name that has letter of N will be appeared for the result. If you want to have only employees start with N, so you shouldn't use the asterisk symbol. So just type the N letter in column of employees, and then the result will show only employee with the letter N. Advanced filter also can be used for using the mathematical symbol. For example, you want only the data, the employees that have been given basic pay, which is the piece produced less than 100. So you just put the symbol less than and type 100. Then again, you choose the list range, the criteria range, and copy to the suitable location. And there you are. The result who are being given the piece produced less than 100, not including the 100, okay? If your data wanted to use the OR logical function, the criteria must be typed at a different row. You can see on the pictures given, the criteria is set to filter any employee name start with the letter N, because we type N in the column of employee named, or any record that piece produced more than 220. So you put the piece produced column with the symbol mathematical more than and type 120, but in the different row. So different row means that either or. So your result later can shows any employee that start with N, even though the pieces produce less than 120. And we can see that the pieces produce more than 120, even though the employee name does not start with the letter N. So the result contains any record that meets any of the criteria given. So if you need to use the N logical functions, the criteria must be typed at the same row. For example, in this example, we want to filter the employee name start with the letter N, and also the pieces produced by this employee name start with letter N must be produced more than 120. So you will put the criteria at the same row. So the result later on will show that meet both of the criteria. You can see that in the picture. That's all for now. Thank you for watching this video. See you on the next video for the different topic. Ta-ta.